Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog. Day 1468 of finally seeing a ray of hope on the horizon. There's a glimmer that perhaps people are starting to wake the fuck up. Despite an unemployment rate of 10% and about one-third of small businesses already shuttered as a result of coronavirus lockdowns, New York Governor Andrew Nipsa Cuomo, apparently unsatisfied with his efforts, to govern. So he's decided to go ahead with a planned minimum wage hike. Minimum wage hike when you know no you if you own a bar or a restaurant, you're not allowed to have people inside. What you can do is take like 1 by 2 balsa wood and plastic, and you can create indoor dining outside in the gutter where a homeless person probably just took a shit while fucking another homeless person. You can do that. They also just said that you can't go inside to use the restroom, which they quietly walked back for the same reasons I'm sure that our last story, our feel good story of possibly the year, will clarify. But so yeah, the Cuomo's Labor Department has they considered canceling or postponing the increase. You think? Especially after the governor reimposed many lockdown orders and promised more in the future. Wars are coming, folks. And by the way, pay attention to the words when they say they're going to fuck you again. They're going to fuck you again. After all, but again, minimum wage is fucking kind of irrelevant when nobody is making a wage, and the fight for social justice and economic equality must go on, even if it kills every fucking business in this state. Don't remember if I covered this one or not, but in the midst of that stupidity, Cuomo also went ahead and banned the sale of Confederate and Nazi flags and other hate symbols because that's not completely unconstitutional. Um, Look, kids, this whole freedom thing that we allegedly as Americans do better than the entire rest of the planet, and we're kind of failing miserably right now, but it does not come for free. It comes with many, many consequences, many, many risks. And the more freedom you have, the more risk you accept. It's it's you. I, yeah, you might not like a Nazi flag, but that doesn't mean that that guy over there can't have it. That's not the way freedom works. If you don't like Nazi flags, don't buy them. And that's the way freedom works. It's I don't want this in my home. Good for you. Leave him the fuck alone. But and it's the same thing. There's risk. It's you can walk outside and somebody can pick up a weapon and try and fucking kill you. Now, I guess if we stayed home, locked our doors, that risk drops dramatically. But A, then you're not living your life, and B, theoretically, the government's not allowed to lock you in your home. Theoretically. But thankfully, there are solutions, and people are starting to find them. Half of New York City's bars and restaurants may close for good due to the despotic pandemic rules by state leaders. Now, New York City restaurant owners are permanently banning Andrew Nipsa Cuomo from eating at their establishments. The Coney Island blog reported struggling restaurant owners citywide are permanently banning New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo from setting foot in their establishments. According to bar owner Larry Baird, he can eat at some shitty roadside diner outside of Albany, but he will not be served anywhere in New York City, known universally as the world's greatest dining destination. I can attest to that. Well, I can't really. I haven't been around the world. But the food in New York City used to be pretty fucking good when they could cook it. If he has to use the restroom, he can pee on my fucking street corner. That's what he wants anyway. So, yeah, So, yeah, action, reaction. There are solutions, and people are starting to wake the fuck up. This is this whole thing that we're doing is a participation event. It ends as soon as we stop participating. As soon as we turn around and say, "Fuck you, I'm done. I'm going to Larry's bar." And that's when all this ends. And you know when this goes across the board. It's not just pandemic eating. It's, you know, we play by the rules. We have people outside building fucking lean-tos to eat in the gutter with homeless shit. You know, it's what they play. Everybody's done their part, and it's just not enough. They have to keep fucking and fucking and fucking. So it's when United Airlines, those pieces of fucking human garbage, throw a family off an airplane and ban them for life because a 2-year-old girl will not wear a mask. Well, guess what? The 2-year-old girl is smarter than everybody at United fucking Airlines because she understands that restricting your own airflow is fucking retarded, and you don't. When Twitter, Google, Facebook, when they tell you you can't say or think certain things, stop using them. All of these things need us. They've convinced us that we need them. You don't need social media. You really don't. And matter of fact, life was much better without it. I remember, I'm old. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, stop using, you don't like being fucking felt up at the airport. Stop flying for a month. You don't like, you know, being told you have to wear a mask on a 9-hour air flight. Stop flying for a month. You don't like being told you no vaccination, no ticket. Stop flying for a month. If everybody takes a month off, they will drop into line like nobody's fucking business. All of them. Zuckerberg, fucking Dorsey, Bezos. They'll all cave like the bitches they are because they're betas. And that's why they do this shit, like restricting freedoms and speech, because they're afraid of life. They're afraid of thoughts that they don't agree with, that make them uncomfortable. They can't deal with that. So this is really, you know, it's the minute that we decide, hey, fuck this, I'm done, it's done. And that's why this is the feel-good story of the year. Dodge City Mayor Joyce Warshaw stepped down over concerns for her safety. She received threats after she advocated mask mandates in her town. There it is. Action, consequence. She turned around and told people that they had to wear a fucking face diaper outside, and they told her to go fuck her mother, and that if she tried to enforce it, there would be some negative fucking consequences. And what happened? She left. She fucking left because the people turned around and said, you know, once again, the consent of the governed. And the people said, we don't consent. So what we need to do is we need to start scaring the ever-living fuck out of everybody like, what the fuck, like Joyce. Everybody needs to get that letter in the mail saying, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't get out of my shit. That's what's got to happen here, kids. And the minute that it does, proof positive, threats of violence work.